What's going on, guys? It's your boy Cam back with not with a banger, probably will be, but this is what's being a EA game changer really like, and like if it's a positive or negative experience. So I talked to a former EA game changer. He was one about 1 or 2 years ago. I think it's like one. I'm not gonna list his name because he requested for it not to be, out there. So I'm not gonna do that. I have a ton of screenshots to go over. So yeah, make sure you get your popcorn. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you subscribe to the Crossover Cam YouTube channel. The best NBA Live mobile YouTube channel of all time already. So yeah, smash that like button. So yeah, let's get into it. So I think this is the beginning of the DMs. We were just talking about the game. And yeah, so we were just catching up. So this conversation originally sprouted from like me trying to catch up with the guy because I haven't talked to him in a minute. And then I was like, this would be a banger ass video. So and then we started, and then I kind of shifted the conversation to the EA game changers, the whole thing. So yeah, that's the first screenshot right there. So here is another screenshot. I was like, so that stuff was all under contract, like an agreement, being paid. He said, no, getting game currency and some cards. So I asked, so you get free stuff basically. I see. Were there a requirement, like amount of videos week/month? He said regular vids and a decent number of subs. And no, you can't badmouth EA/the game. Said I'm aware. PG YouTubers only, I'm guessing. No potty word YouTubers. I'm not asking for myself. I'm just saying if like they prefer like family friendly people. Yeah, so not too much there. You just get free stuff, which is nothing wrong with that. So that will be important pretty soon. So here we have, I said, would you get like information for like promos beforehand? If you sign an NDA, then yeah, sometimes you would. Only a few days before. Oh, and you couldn't advertise coin sellers. That's why Buck never was a game changer. I always wondered why. I thought it was because of the country diss track, honestly. Bobby Buckets was a game changer too, but he left to advertise coin sellers. Well, that probably didn't help, haha. He was referring to the diss track that I mentioned. And when I say Bobby Buckets left, he got the boot when he started selling coins, so he got kicked out the program. Said, I know there's a lot of questions surrounding the Game Changers program. I'm just asking for an informational video. So out of these few screenshots that I've showed already, there hasn't been too much like juicy things. It's just now we know Bobby actually got kicked out of the program. I didn't know that. Maybe you didn't know that for advertising coin sellers and like kind of what the requirements of being an EA game changer are. So yeah, I guess that's helpful. But it gets a lot better. In this screenshot, he says, it's not that simple. The whole reason I joined was for the chance to chat directly with the devs and positively impact the game, pass on community feedback, etc. Put a lot of work into repping the community. Sometimes you get currency and cards, but once I felt like the community relationship had died, I quit the program. I did enjoy being able to do giveaways for the community too. Shortly after quitting the program, I quit the game because I had become really bored with it, and many of the gameplay issues hadn't been fixed in 3 years. I said, did they make an attempt at getting you back, or did they just ghost you entirely? She says, by the way, I'm fine with you using any of this, just don't mention my name, please. So that's why I'm, censoring his name. So moving on, so he's referring to the question I asked him about if anyone tried to getting him back. He said a couple of people that were good folk, like OG Mark, reached out, but it was out of their control. They had to do what their bosses were telling them. It was all about making money. I said OG Mark was a developer, right? He was an original community manager, but he did a ton of stuff for all the sports mobile games. And when you say all about making money, he quoted it. And is that your personal opinion? Or is that claim supported by something or someone? Which I do agree with that 100%. He said personal opinion based on things not getting fixed, while constant paid content kept getting released. Which I agree with, like I said, 100%. So here's where we're getting into more juicy things. He said basically gameplay was good enough and therefore ignored. Another sign of it was how much cheating occurred and how long it would take for bans/fixes to happen. Was that quote said by someone in EA, like a game developer? guys, I'm really bad at reading DMs. As you can see, I'm stumbling and mispronouncing things. He said, no. Keep in mind, the dev/community manager were all on our side. It was their bosses that were all about the money. Devs love games like we do. They want to make fun stuff. But to keep their jobs, they gotta hit budget targets. I have no issues with anyone I've ever dealt with EA. All the people I chatted with were just like me and they were gamers, but I never dealt with the higher ups. So yeah, game developers, they're on our side. They're trying to make fun shit for us. Good promos, like the Mobile Madness one. But basically all the pop-ups and, all the money things and whatnot are basically demanded from their bosses for them to keep their job, which is pretty shitty. So yeah, moving on. More juicy things. Do you feel like you were used for their own benefit type thing, like the higher ups, not the community manager or anything, like a pawn on their chessboard? No, once I felt like I couldn't start the community as a game changer anymore, I left. I can make vids or not whenever I'm a game changer. And I was always on this, game changer or not, I had to call out issues, etc. Did you think you would get taken out the program because of you not hiding your opinion? I didn't get taken out, I quit, which I knew. I was just asking a question about it. They asked me not to. They had no issues with my honesty. I wasn't bad-mouthing, I was just pointing out obvious things. It was always in a constructive way. Which leads me to a good point. A lot of these YouTubers cannot take any criticism. If you're on YouTube, you can't take criticism, get the fuck off the site, bro. Criticism, even if it's perfect, it's still gonna come. I love criticism. Well, constructive criticism. If it's criticism that, I could learn off of and oh, you should do this, then yeah, that's good. And you should take that as a learning opportunity and not, get all pissy with people. So yeah, moving on. So here, ladies and gentlemen, we have another juicy one. Sorry if it's I'm trying to get a controversial statement out of you. I'm just attempting to get answers for people's questions. Yeah, no problems for me. Nothing controversial to share though, haha. Just usual big business stuff, all about that green. All about getting money basically, question mark, as long as the gameplay was passable. He said, yup, but driven by management. It was just a cash cow. That's why in-app purchases are crazy expensive, etc. It's gotten worse, man. I've gotten 4 pop-ups in a row. Which, yes, I have gotten 4 pop-ups in a row. Them trying to make me buy shit. Which I bought one of them. But it's still bad. It's still bad. So with the whole controversial statement, I didn't want him thinking that I'm just trying to get a video out of this in something oh my god, guys! Like that iLogic HD bullshit, his really clickbaity titles and shit like that. Yeah, I don't know. Nothing against him. I don't like him, but I don't have nothing against him. Just kind of a sellout to the whole EA Game Changers thing. But yeah, moving on. I keep rambling on about random shit. Moving on. So he says, damn, haha. So did they approach you about joining, or did you approach them? They asked me. I was a mod on NBA Live.gg at the time. Do you think both parties got equally benefits? Like you and EA both got about the same for what you were doing for them and what you got in return. So originally there was no compensation. It was about providing community feedback straight to the devs. So that was great for me / the community, and they got vids. So yeah, early days it was great for everyone, but before I left, the community wasn't really getting hurt. Yeah, I don't know why I can't speak English, but he's saying it was good at first, but then it fell off once EA stopped listening to the community, which I agree with. I think this really, the peak was about Season 2, then it kind of went downhill from there, which he agrees with me. Basically what he's saying, this is the time that he was a game changer, and at the peak of his power was Season 2. So yeah, on to the next screenshot. So this one, he says originally, I already read that. I said 100% overall. I said 100% agree. Overall though, would you say your game changers experience, I don't know why I said experiment, was positive or negative? Would you recommend to a friend? It says positive for sure. Right now, I have no idea, haha. Been too long since I was a game changer, so not sure if there's open communication or not, but yeah, I'd say it's worth a shot. So he's been really positive about it. me knowing him a little bit, I don't really know him like that. He's a really positive, individual. Not really much bad to say about anyone, but he still lets his opinion be heard, which is really respectable. So this is coming towards the end of what I have in our conversation. So yeah, if you haven't already, drop a fat ass like, or I'm gonna take a fatty in your dehumidifier, and subscribe if you do enjoy this kind of content and you want to see more. Yeah, so let's get on to I think the last couple of screenshots, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe even 1. I don't even fucking know. So I checked, we're on the last 2. So where the fuck am I? As I said, the EA people you speak with are really nice. I just found it super frustrating to have community stuff ignored because they literally couldn't deal with it because their bosses were cutting staff and expecting more in-game money to be earned. I said, I see. That's honestly pretty shitty, so what's up with the little logo in some of the Game Changers videos, where it was presented by EA Game Changer. So, this is all in iLogic HD's videos, and all of QJB's NBA Live mobile videos. Let's see, kind of the only videos of his I watch. They're probably in all of them, that's, EA related. But yeah, I guess this is a pretty important question. So, moving on to the last screenshot, I think. So yeah, drop a like, I'm desperate, please. Here's the very last screenshot, the last stuff I've gotten. So, he said it was requested for any vid that was using currency that was given to you, so mainly pack openings. So yeah, those YouTubers that does pack openings with the EA Game Changers logo on the videos, they're just using the money that EA gave them. So, I mean, it's pretty scummy. I asked, did they state any punishments if you weren't complying with that? He said ejection from the program if you kept doing the wrong thing, I guess. I said, makes sense, but that's all my questions for you. Appreciate you cooperating with this, it's very, very helpful. And then after that, he just says, thanks, and to link him the video once I'm done with it. So yeah, guys, about the EA Game Changers program, what I think about it personally is, I guess it's cool if you're a PG YouTuber that's, only wanting, quote, clout, as cringy as it sounds. And yeah, it's just free content, basically, for people that are in the EA Game Changers program. I don't want to be in it. I think it's pretty shameful. I could never, no. Imagine using, somebody else's money. The NBA cash. You didn't even buy it, dude. Come on. That's just really low. And I don't want to be in it. I don't think EA is a good company. I don't like the things that they do. But, I like the game. And so I'm going to continue making videos on it. As much shit as I give EA, or as most people do, I don't like the higher ups. The game developers are cool. I fuck with them. But now you guys know kind of what it's like and the truth, I guess. And hopefully I answered some of your guys' questions about it. If you did find this helpful, please drop a fat like on the video and please subscribe. I've said this a lot, but according to my analytics, 82% of the people watching my videos are not actually subscribed. So let's make that about 60%. And if we do, I'll do a fat pack opening with my own money. iLogic HD. QJB. I'm not saying any shade, I'm just saying. But yeah, peace out.